It's the Alliance All Access halftime report, and we have a game on the NFL Network, the Arizona Hotshots and the Salt Lake Stallions. And man, Rashad Ross has bounced around the NFL for the last 6 years, undrafted in 2013, and trying to make a team since then, you guys. And he's playing tonight in his collegiate stadium. He played for the Sun Devils back in the day, and what a night it has been for him. Welcome into our studio here. I'm Alex Flanagan, joined by Cynthia Freeland, Rod Woodson, and Sean O'Hara. And Cynthia, as we look at this game, some things are different and some things are the same as an NFL game.
Well, we've seen a lot of great football this whole weekend, but this game's probably the most NFL-like in that turnovers and big plays are really dictating who's winning this game. Close game, only 3 points separate the two, but the 2 turnovers for the Stallions are a big difference maker compared to the 4 big plays on offense for the Hotshot, including 2 over 36-yard receptions for Rashad Ross.
Those big chunks matter. Sean, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of big plays from the Hotshots, and it's coming from the quarterback, John Wolford. We were all a little surprised to see him starting over Trevor Knight, but take a look at some of these throws. Down in the red zone right here, a busted coverage right here by the Stallions leads to an easy throw to his tight end, Gerald Christian. And then here's the play action right here, all right? Out of shotgun, a deep hole right down the middle. There's your big play, Cynthia, to Ross, who's going to do a little Michael Jackson. Yep. Okay, just 2 of those.
He has been waiting to do that dance for a while.
He did 3, actually. He snuck in that third one for you.
I like the offense. It's got a lot of rhythm. Jarrell Presley has done a really good job with the run game, giving them a lot of balance, and I think Wolford's really benefited.
It's kind of the most consistent or comfortable team, I think, that we've seen so far this weekend.
It is. You have to give a lot of credit to Phil Savage. Phil Savage is an old college guy, did the Senior Bowl forever, and he knows these guys. So shouldn't be surprising that he's taken some of these top-notch players. And you look at the defense, it's laden with players who have a lot of NFL experience. So they're playing good. I know they gave up 16 points. A lot of them for illegal formations. They've been a little bit too aggressive at times, but they are playing really good football right now.
And Phil certainly does know how to find the diamond in the rough players. Earlier in the day, the third game of the Alliance season had a shutout, you guys. This was quite something.
It's the Iron Curtain for Birmingham.
So Trent Richardson, of course, well known to Alabama fans, and man, he just lit it up. He did get a penalty, though, for doing that.
Yeah, the ball went into the stands.
Technically went in the stands.
Yeah, and he's catching this 2-point conversion here, which is the best part because there are no extra points allowed in this league, so that 2-point conversion becomes the difference maker in scoring.
Is he one of these guys that we talk about that might get a second chance?
Yeah, look at those yards after look at those yards after contact. That's a huge deal in the NFL.
And as we said, Birmingham shutting out the Memphis Express.
Tim Lewis.
Water bath. You got a water bath there.
I called it a Gatorade bath, but you called it a water bath.
He's been waiting for this moment for so long as a National Football League coach and having his first opportunity to be a head coach in his career. That's great. It's great to see.
We saw some good defense
did.
by Birmingham Iron.
Really
I thought we were going to get that from the Express with Mike Singletary and their head coach, so a lot to improve on for them.
Yeah, Rod, you also commented on the defense and really liked what they were doing.
Well, you got to think about it. It's the only shutout of the weekend. And, you know, Rick Mentor, who's defense coordinator, they did a tremendous job. And, you know, a guy named Jamal Summers, he had an interception. Yeah. He had a couple PBUs. They were all over the place. But this defense is just playing
watching film on you, Rod.
They've been playing iron football. I love iron.
Iron sharpens iron. You like the uniforms? Reminds you of the silver and black.
We had another throwback, and we're gonna show you that after the break. Steve Spurrier doing what he does so well on the sidelines, and you guys are gonna love hearing him mic'd up. The Alliance is bringing you all access all the time, and so far this weekend we've been able to give you some great access. Coaches mic'd up, referees explaining plays and penalties, and Mike Martz back in the game there, trying to do what he does, but his quarterback, man.
Look out!
What?
We talked about defense, some hard hits. That's Sean Washington, the linebacker, sacking Mike Bercovici, really setting the tone for the San Antonio team.
Yeah, good for him. He bounced up and completed a pass on the next play.
Then we had the only touchdown of the night by Logan Woodside.
That was a great play.
To Alonzo Moore. Big reception there.
Oh, good pitch.
Sorry, this was actually the only touchdown. That set up the touchdown. Kenneth Farrow actually finishing the deal there. And San Antonio wins it 15-6 in that game. And then Steve Spurrier back on the sidelines. We had him mic'd up, and boy, was it entertaining. First time he's been back on the sidelines since 2015, and his quarterback, Garrett Gilbert, really had a great game.
That is a great throw.
Great throw, great catch. They reviewed it, overturned it because originally ruled it incomplete on the field.
Wait,
good
watch
job.
this one.
So Jalen Marshall caught that touchdown. Now he throws this touchdown to
Orlando
his quarterback.
special.
A quarterback that's an athlete.
Can we call it a copycat league already?
And this game, man, Orlando did a doozy on the Atlanta Legends, 40-6 in the end. Steve Spurrier, as we mentioned, was mic'd up.
Hey, Ralph! Put the ball in the middle! In the middle! Jalen! Wide! 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 Wider! 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 Z.
Money right over.
Z. Quincy Roger lead. Tell him to catch it this time.
Are you doing the first? All right, so you guys, in an inaugural league, we are going to have some milestones, and we had them this weekend. So we've had first touchdowns, first pick sixes, first sacks. Of this list, what'd you like?
I think it's kind of ironic that the first point scored was a 38-yard field goal by Younghoe Koo, because we've seen bad kicking in the NFL all year long, and now we see great kicking here. It's so fun.
And redemption for that young man as well.
Redemption! I love that story.
I like the pick six. I'm a DB.
You do?
Yeah, anytime you can score on defense, the opportunity to win a game increases.
I'll take the touchdown throw. I thought it was a great throw by Garrett Gilbert. He looks like the NFL quarterback that he hopes to become. That throw, that catch, and then I'll add Jalen Marshall. I mean, the first player to catch and throw for a touchdown in this league, that's pretty special as well.
And how much did you love Steve Spurrier?
That's
He looks great.
Can we mic him up all day long?
Every game.
If we had Spurrier TV, I would watch that.
But I did love that, and that you get to kind of get this insight. We heard Mike Martz talking about maybe making a quarterback switch, which he eventually did, but maybe a little bit too late. And I think we've never had that access before to hear really what the coaches are thinking.
Yeah, when we heard it, and then we were all like, okay, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? And then several series later, it was when he actually finally made the difference. So we were like all crossing our fingers and sweating it out with them.
I love having that audio. As a former player, I know people probably ask you this too, what do you miss the most? You know what I miss? I miss the huddle. So the fact that we're able to go in there and take fans inside the huddle, you can hear the play call, that's special. Nobody else is doing
For
that.
us that have never been able to be in a huddle too, it is very cool to hear that verbiage and understand what's going on.
Well, you like that, but also that instant replay where you can hear the person talking his way through.
Very transparent.
The coaches,
it's very transparent to all the viewers where they're not saying, what?
Right.
That call did not happen, so that was great to see that something like that for the fans can understand.
An exciting, I think, first start weekend for the Alliance, and much more to come next week. Salt Lake is going to be taking on Birmingham. You can catch that game on TNT. One of the things that you guys have to look out for, our fans, is check a website or check out where we are. We're on a lot of the different networks, which we're super excited about because we get to spread ourselves around. All right, coming up next, the second half from Tempe. We've got the Arizona Hotshots and the Salt Lake Stallions. The second half of that game coming your way after this break.
Monday on NFL Total Access, we will talk about Kyler Murray. We will hear from Kyler Murray, a scouting report, a quarterback's review, and the man himself. Monday, 7 Eastern.